You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you adjusting your schedules. I know you're all very busy. We have an epidemic on our hands. It needs immediate action, and we're just beginning to see the tip of the iceberg. I am committed at finding a solution, and you should be too. Every 65 minutes, we lose one American hero. Not fighting an outward enemy downrange, but a vicious inward one. Our men and women protect the freedoms of this great nation, and now, too many are losing hope and taking their own lives. If you can refer to the articles I put in front of you there, some of the headlines. Battalion veterans scarred by suicides turn to each other. Suicide rate of female veterans is called staggering. Suicide rate among young veterans has tripled, report finds. And here, this report from Department of Veteran Affairs, and I quote, "Recent statistical studies show the rates of veteran suicides are much higher than previously thought. As much as 5,000 to 8,000 per year. That's 22 every day. The loss of veteran and active duty life due to suicide is more than 10 times the loss of life in combat. 1,000 veterans are attempting suicide within the Veterans Administration each and every month." Let that sink in. Sons and daughters, wives and mothers, husbands and fathers, losing hope at a catastrophic rate. This has to stop. We must fight this. The time to find an answer is now. We must put a strategic plan in place immediately. For generations, brave men and women have taken an oath to protect the United States of America, willing to lay their life on the line for the freedoms we all hold so dear. Heroes taking a vow to protect our land, our people, and our values at any cost. These are our American heroes.
When I first joined the Army and I raised my right hand, I pretty much gave everything for this country.
Raising my hand for my country, for you and the men and women to my left and right, fighting for our freedoms and the opportunities that we so cherish, that I'm willing to put my life on the line for, because it's that important.
The oath is a commitment. It's a commitment to our Constitution, and that Constitution represents our freedoms.
It means that I'm swearing my life and everything that I am to defend a document that I believe was the foundation for this country that there's been no equal for anywhere else in the world. To defend our way of life, the freedoms that we take, that a lot of people take for granted every day, including me sometimes, that there's absolutely nothing that I wouldn't do to defend them.
The oath is to protect the innocent. The oath is to preserve freedom. The oath is all about liberty. It's the very essence of what our country is about.
Those that have raised their hand to serve have done more for their country than most folks ever will, and I respect that.
I'm going to serve, I will do it faithfully, and that I will strive to be my best, and I will never turn around, I will never retreat, I will always push forward, and I will never give up.
The guys on my left and my right can count on me to lead them the way that they deserve so that we can all come home, hopefully, to our families.
You know, if I die, I die. Because that's why I signed on the bottom line anyway.
And one of the most interesting parts of the oath is at the end, and it's the last 4 words, "So help me God."
I found out at a very young age the handouts ain't just for free, but you know I'm still ambitious, even though all that's fictitious.
I'm from the Bronx, New York. Pretty much it was a whole bunch of families living in 2-bedroom apartments, small, typical Puerto Rican life story. I already knew I wanted to be a soldier since I was 5 years old. My dad was in the Army, he was a soldier, and this is all I've ever wanted to do.
Disrespect I've earned in common, integrity comes out of bondage, so don't speak less you're paying homage, don't.
My granddad was in World War II and Korea, He was a Marine. Growing up, he was the patriarch, the cornerstone of our entire family. Ever since I was a little kid, being in the military is all I ever wanted to do. He embodied those principles of honor and strength and courage. I never thought about doing anything else.
I always had just a desire to serve. I took the freedom that we have very seriously. As a healthy, red-blooded American male, I wanted to serve my country.
Our country provided food when we didn't have enough money. Our country provided a place to stay when we didn't have enough money. My country provided a scholarship so that I can get an education. I completed college. I thought to myself, I owe it to my country to serve.